Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Let's get right into it. A lot to cover today. This is a shout out to Wallace in Ohio. There you go, my friend. You got a shout out. I hope you're having a great day. This person, I would encourage your listeners to buy power and hand tools now if they think they will ever need them. We're moving into a new mobile home shortly and I need to build steps and ramps for access. I bought a new compound miter saw to help with the construction. I bought it at a big orange box store lumber yard place. They only had 2 saws on display and only one available the kind I bought. I paid $650 for it. 2 years ago, I could have bought the same saw for under $200. I should have bought it then, but I didn't have the need for it or the room to store it. I encourage your listeners to invest in tools now, especially if you have the skills. If you don't have the skills, a lot of things are easy to do, especially with YouTube and all the do-it-yourself guys out there helping people. I went to Burger King in town and ordered a chicken sandwich. They did not have any chicken. I thanked them and went to another Burger King 4 miles across town and ordered the chicken sandwich again. They did not have it. Last month, Jack in the Box did not have chicken strips or taco meat. Gas is still a little over $4 a gallon. One of our dairy farms up the road shut down and sold his cows. 2 butchers closed. Lots of fields not planted. I'm very worried. I've been prepping for several years and ahead of most, but I'm still worried about all the people that still don't get it. People are clueless. Thank you for your daily boots on the ground. I'm trying to get a bunch of different ways to heat our house. We live in Maine. We have a furnace that burns wood and coal. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and found someone selling pea coal for a lot less they can buy it at the local hardware store. It seems like a lot of people are being told coal is bad. Just the thought. You might find some good things on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. If you're needing something, check there first. See if you can find it used at a decent price. This is from Eastern Massachusetts. Our facility manager was looking for great value facial tissues, 100 count, because they're used in a special dispenser. Typically, they run $1 a box. We found out that the product couldn't find it at 2 Walmarts. We called customer service for Walmart, and they said that product is discontinued. They also said birthday cakes. They buy birthday cakes, and this year a small round cake normally is $9. Now it is $17. So we're going to start baking our own now. A friend shared with me that a family member had a healthy vegetable garden. Something they enjoy and have done for many years. They give away the extras to family and friends. For the first time this summer, a stranger pulled onto their property asking about their veggies and offered to pay for them. They have never sold their veggies and they don't have a veggie stand. They just shared their excess. They were very worrisome for my friend, as my friend worries that next time someone would just come and instead of offering to buy, might decide to steal or take. And you never know, this could be an honest person that really wants to support a local person growing vegetables. Plus, the quality at the store is lacking. This is an email I received from the office supply company that we deal with. It looks like UPS and FedEx are adding surcharges to certain delivery items. In this case, it would have been an extra $24. I will read you the order. The 10 ream paper carton you order will be delivered in 2 5 ream cartons of equal or better paper quality. This change was made to avoid a $24 surcharge on 10 ream cartons implemented by FedEx and UPS. So basically, they just divided the 10 pack into 2 5 packs, so they stayed away from, I guess, that heavier delivery charge of this $24. So very, very important. Went to Walmart in Northeast Arkansas after work today. I noticed there was no prices on the shelves in the meat section. I was wanting to buy meat, so I asked an associate to look up the price for me. They complained that they were doing something else, but they did it anyways. Meat was in short supply, and cheese and lunch meat looked like the first Saturday of the month, not a Monday evening. They're doing odd things with the store arrangement as well. Lots of toys out front, probably filling spaces on shelves where other things should be. I just want to share some information I found out about meat. It's very disturbing. FDA has just approved a process to grow meat. Yes, grow meat. It's called cultured meat. And basically cells are taken from an animal and then grown in a laboratory to create meat. It's appalling to learn more about this. Attached is the website. I just want to share with you and your viewers. I will share that in the description. Kansas, I went to the local grocery store, being a Kroger. Every person I passed commented on something. Missing aisles. Used to be you could barely just pass one another. Now you can easily fit 3 carts in each aisle. You could see on the floor where aisles have been moved back about a foot. Prices are crazy. Crushed tomatoes, $3.99 a can. Butter, $5.29 per 1 pound. Sugar, $10 for 5 pounds. That, I need, if you hear this, see if you can verify that for me, whoever sent it. $10 for 5 pounds. That's crazy, unless it's like an organic sugar. My electric bill is over $300 this month and last. Usually it runs between $150 and $200. Around the St. Louis area, there has been 2 shootings at vehicles on the interstate in 2 separate incidents. One at a truck driver and another guy in a car. Luckily, no one was hit. The local Detroit, Michigan, I guess it's DTE, it's the electric company, is proposing an 8.8% rate increase. We'll hear the results soon. Hopefully the regulators don't give them all of that, but they probably will. And I had actually a couple people sent me this. So a couple of you are in Detroit. You got a fellow prepper close by. Northern Colorado. This is halfway between Denver and the Wyoming state line. Utility bill just came in today. Phone bill is up 12%. And it said it's due to operational costs. It said so on the bill. Gas bill is up 8%. No new additional use of it or additional activity. Just up 8%. Electric bill, the biggie, went from $185 last month to $406 this month. And we have not been using air conditioning much either, so should not be this high. But it's because of the increase on the kilowatt price. We're in northeast Kansas and looking for a used car for my wife. We visited 3 local used car lots that usually combined have between 500 and 600 cars or more. There was only about 50 used cars in total between all 3 lots. Nothing but empty stalls. All this year, I've saved a lot of money. Basically, they're using an app. The app is called Freebie Alerts. Freebie Alerts. I've never used it, but check it out if you're into apps. It's just a place that will help you save some money. And it looks like they get you some free things. Probably a lot of people don't want to move things or throw things away, and you can get them there. This is from Alaska, a lengthy report. Alaska has a lot of harder ways to get supplies in there because they got to be shipped in. Food supplies are dwindling. Some products I'm finding in smaller packages with the same price as previous larger packets. Be sure to shop around. Food, Mr. Heater, the Big Buddy, was $169 in one store. Another store had it for $149, so that's a good $20 savings. Found a farm that offers raw goat milk shares. This offers people a legal share of a milk goat in order to abide by the law relating to raw milk and cow milk consumptions. So basically, you're an owner of that goat, so you're allowed to then drink your milk. So check into that if you have a law saying you can't get raw milk. If you're in a cold winter region with snow and ice, look into ice fishing equipment. Team up with a trusted friend for the equipment and tent and heater. This can supplement your winter protein. Also, blueberries are ripe up there in Alaska, so he's using that and edible mushrooms to help cut down his food cost. As things get worse with supply chains, we all may have to do our own vehicle oil changes. Stock up on oil filters and the tool to remove the filter and oil. This is Ford Motor Company. They did confirm they're laying off about 3,000 white-collar and contract employees. The reason they're laying these people off is they're starting their transition from gas and diesel vehicles to electric. I'm wondering how that's going to work out for them because I surely can't afford a $50,000 or $60,000 electric car. This is from Gray, Kentucky. I just received my homeowner's insurance premium for the next 12 months. Last year, I was paying $2,100 for 1 year of insurance. My new premium has jumped up to $3,841. That is a huge increase. As I watch all of your boots on the ground, I can say that news of my increased premium didn't shock me as much as it was if I was living in ignorance. Now I'm waiting in morbid anticipation for my property tax. I'm going to have to severely trim my excessive spending. This is from North Texas, Springtown. The report from other folks across the country and the English-speaking world makes me realize how fortunate we are right here in Texas right now. Yes, prices are up, and some prices are up really, really high, but not like some of the giant price increases that other folks are reporting. Average gas price is $3.35. The 3 Walmarts that I go to are generally well stocked, but some products have completely disappeared. And there are some holes in sections and a fair number of empty shelves. They also said that their Brookshire supermarket's well stocked. They said that their Walmart in Brookshire has pretty decent vegetables, so that's good news. I wonder because if you're buying more local from Texas. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar are all getting slammed. Many of them still have old prices on the shelf, even though the new prices are in the computer. I write down what the shelf price is, and they have always corrected it and given it to me so far. My wife and I don't go to fast foods or sit-down restaurants much, but the only one I patronize regularly is CC Pizza. And they used to get, I guess, a meal there that was $4.99. It's, I guess, the all-you-can-eat. They have gone up to $11. So that is a huge, from $5 to $11. I don't complain about the price increase or limited availability to the folks working the floor and standing behind the register, because it is not their fault. And they're having a tough enough time with all the jerks that bitch and complain to them. And that's true. Be kind to those people. Any job that's out there that you personally would not do, you better show a lot more respect. Be it someone changing your oil, doing anything for you. If you wouldn't want to do that job, be thankful that someone is doing that for you. I live in eastern Washington State. I tried to buy some cans of ham yesterday at 2 different Walmarts. Both were completely out of stock, so I went down the street to Safeway, and they were sold out as well. Just wondering if anyone else has experienced the same problem, and this would be with the canned ham. We were at Costco in Irmo at 5:30 Monday night. Never seen it so bare. No romaine lettuce, all empty boxes stacked high so ground level wouldn't have bare spots. No asparagus. Used pallets to raise produce so it wasn't on the floor. They sent me pictures. It was astonishing. There's just a shortage. There's not enough to go around at the rate that we're used to it. This is going to be the new normal. My family and I returned from a cross-country drive through the West and Midwest. We drove past a lot of farmland, and it was interesting to observe where things were at. Most interesting was Nebraska. The cornfields on the eastern half of the state looked fine, but the fields on the western half were terrible. The corn was stunted. Most stalks only 2 to 3 foot tall and clearly left to dry out and die as much of it was turning brown. Looked like the farmers have given up. Basically, half the state's corn was no good, which is a lot of corn to lose. Some fields looked like they had been plowed under or not planted at all. I will tell you, the cattle herds looked okay. The cows had plenty to eat, with many calves to indicate the herds were being maintained. Lots of hay was being harvested throughout the state, so that's good news. In the western states, we saw much of the landscape had turned brown from the intense heat, and even saw a blazing fire at one farm. The heat has definitely taken its toll. Farms that didn't have any kind of active irrigation were going brown. We drove by dozens of RV dealers, and each one packed with mobile motorhomes and campers. All of them had full inventory with no exceptions. Everywhere we went, we found stocked food shelves was no issue, but definitely more expensive. I did notice restaurants were especially short-staffed. Homelessness is clearly a growing issue. A lot more people in the streets begging. I saw some hitchhikers for the first time in many years. This person is providing a petition. I'll leave a link. This is for the Amish community and the Amish man that is being harassed by the federal government. So if you'd like to help, go over there and read the story at rebelnews.com. I will leave a link in the description. My family lives in a bedroom community to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have really enjoyed your boots on the ground and watch them daily. For some time, you've been reporting that Walmart has the containers stored behind them. For the first time today, I drove behind our supermarket and counted 24. While I agree that we are heading toward dark days ahead, so far our stores have remained fairly well stocked. My wife and kids used to roll their eyes at my prepping. Now they're actively helping. My youngest, a 10th grader, told told me 6 months ago that prepping gives her peace of mind and thanked me. We used to eat out at least once weekly, but within the last 3 months, we've discontinued that, and the money was put towards stocking up food for the pantry. We are noticing more people panhandling and living on the streets in tents or in their cars. Many strip malls have become shelters from the weather for the homeless. A big sign that this economy is starting to go downhill. It is affecting so many people. Heartbreaking. To be short and sweet, things are worse than most people are aware. Don't give away my location. Could cause me problems. But he works in the oil industry. He works at a small refinery, and we've been unable to get the additives to make engine oil for months. Extreme lubricant shortages are ahead. Also, the family farm is going to have to curtail the number of animals we keep. The cost of special grain/feed we use is out of sight. So far this year, 2 tons of feed went from $350 to $740, up to $1,300. Then last Friday, it was astronomical, $2,168. Hard times ahead, they said. Went to the Dollar General in Lexington, South Carolina on the way home from work. They were pretty stocked, but numerous sections were missing. This person went to Greenville, South Carolina, and somehow they accidentally ran over the curb, busted their tire. So, talked with a local tire on Saturday, and they didn't have what I was looking for, but they said they could get it and get it by Monday. I arrived at the store on Monday to find out only one of the tires had arrived. Had to wait till the other one came in on Wednesday. Then I was told they didn't have enough staff to finish the alignment. Had to come in at a later date. Asked the lady if they've been having supply chain issues, and she said absolutely, and that the prices have gone up, and people were upset because of the price hikes. This is from Nashville, Tennessee. Over the last 6 months, turkey breast tenderloins have gone from $6 to $12. Last few 1-pound packs of extra lean ground turkey were very watery and lacked taste. The last 3 deliveries, including the sliced cheese that expired January of 2023, all 4 packs now covered with mold, and I had to throw them away. The chewy pre-orders have changed both our cat food and dog food due to lack of availability. This person's in Albany, New York. He owns a 2009 Jeep Grand Cherokee. He took it in for a routine service oil change and tire rotation. They noticed that the air conditioner wasn't working and they needed a new condenser. And also the front wheel bearing needed to be replaced. Both parts were on back order. They told me they would call me as soon as the parts arrived. In the meantime, I drove my Jeep to work because I only live 5 miles from work. 2 weeks went by, nothing from the dealership. I reached out to find out the status of my parts. My condenser is on indefinite back order. The sales tech put an emergency order in to have my wheel bearings ordered. They did arrive 2 days later and they were fixed. I've made a decision to fix my Jeep since it's paid off, but the cost of even a newer Jeep are through the roof. I looked at a 2017 and they wanted $40,000 for it. This person's reporting from Southern Maine. We went to Walmart 2 weeks ago. It was low on stock on a few things, but not too bad. Just got back from there today, and they had 19 shipping containers in the parking lot. I've never seen this before. Maybe 1, but not 19. And now they have security posts in front of the door that weren't there before. Also, the garden center outside was empty. Only a few wood pallets and some mulch on clearance. They were low on sugar and cooking oil. No door greeters or anyone to check you out. No fall or winter clothing either. I asked a worker why so many containers that were there. And they didn't know. They weren't sure. We all know what it is. It is because they were sitting on a ship or in the yard, not being delivered to the store when they should have. Also, if you live where there's snow prep and you need anything that's related to cold weather, make sure you get it when you can get it, because if there is a delay on shipping. There is a new payment system from Amazon. It's called Amazon One. This is a payment system using the palm of your hand. Look up Amazon One. Very creepy stuff. This system is already being used at Whole Food stores in California. So, could not get to all of them, but that's boots on the ground for today. Keep prepping, keep preparing. You're not crazy. Do not waste time on trying to get people to prep. Yes, put the word out there. Your effort right now is preparing your family. Thanks for watching.